Zpacks Solo Bathtub Floor, Zpacks Solo-Plus Bathtub Floor and Poncho, and the new kid that I have now got in my collection, Zpacks Twin Bathtub Floor. Check out me testing these out in my Hexamid Solo-Plus tent right now. Smash like, smash like. So the second package I got today, let's have a look at it. So it's also from America. It's not from a company, it's from an individual guy, Chris Hernandez, over on Backpacking Light, and he sold me secondhand a Zpacks Hexamid Twin Bathtub Floor for my Hexamid Solo-Plus. So I have a single a bathtub floor solo, and I've also got a Solo-Plus. It's also a poncho, but I find that it's not big enough to take advantage of all of the like area that's in there, because it's got a mesh floor. It's got a mesh floor, fly mesh floor, but then you put your bathtub floor on top of that. So I put polycryo in there, a big polycryo sheet, and like made it into a twin, but yeah, I wasn't really happy with that. So managed to find this from Chris, and he sent it to me. He said it was in virtually new condition. He was the second owner, but he hadn't really used it. So let's have a look at it. So here we go. Looking nice, looking big. Yeah, good. Yep, smells like Cuban fiber. Must be Cuban fiber. So there we go. Zpacks Hexamid. Oh look, it's Zpacks' old logo. I haven't seen that one before, so it must be an older one. But it doesn't look like it's been used much. Yeah, so it's not too creasy, so probably been used a few times, but yeah, looks good. Doesn't look like there's any holes in it. And most importantly, it looks big, which is what I need it to be. So you'd run it with that on the outside, the Hexamid logo going on the outside, with the seam tape, which is on this side, on the inside, so you don't want the seam tape to rub on the floor and get compromised. So yeah, and then the corners, that just clips into the little bungee cords with the some cops. Somebody's done a bad thing. Bungee cords in the corners with the little cord locks. So yeah, all looks good. So I look forward to trying it out. Thanks Chris for sending it to me. Got it in one piece. Looking good. Thanks mate. So peoples, it's a couple of days later, and we're going to try and set this new Hexamid Twin Bathtub Floor up on the Hexamid Solo-Plus, and I thought I'd show you a comparison about how it looks, the Twin Bathtub Floor to the Solo-Plus Bathtub Floor, which is also a poncho, and the Solo Bathtub Floor, because I happen to have all three sizes. I'm pretty lucky. So let's set up the tent and get to it. Okay, there's the tent set up. Let's start by putting in the Solo bathtub floor to see what that looks like. There we go, there's the Solo bathtub floor in. Let's have a look. So here we go. Here's the first look at the Solo bathtub floor, which is like 89 grams. And I've never actually put it in this tent before, and it actually looks pretty good. Now, I've put some extra like bungee cords here, and I've actually added that loop up there because it's actually supposed to go up back over here. So that's the way the Hexamid was designed. There we go. So I've now moved it from this bit down to this bit, and that's the way it's designed. And I've actually always found that I mean, whilst it gives more surface area, that basically doesn't give any vertical sidewall. You can see that, like so wind and rain can easily seem to be coming there. So does widen it out a bit, but I tend to prefer to have it back up here off this one, which I've actually installed myself. So there we go, so it's back on there. Now you'll notice I've actually got other ones in there that I've used to attach my Solo-Plus poncho to keep the side walls up a bit better, but I haven't attached anything on this Solo-Plus, and I would if I used it in this tent. And same for the end things. Just like the duplex, have those pull-ups here. I've done the same thing, or the possibility of the same thing for this bathtub floor. So there that is there and there. Let's lie in it and see what it looks like. There we go. So, actually, that's a bit of a problem. So I think I'd have to maybe not do it like that. Although I just let the bungee fully out, and it seems to be okay. Yeah, seems to be okay. But now I've put it to the standard one, and you can see it's just completely flattened it out. So, you know, no pressure on it, but more area, but sort of no rain ingress or, you know, under the side there, so it sort of feels very vulnerable that side. But head length, like this is my head up here, so I could attach like that one there to keep that up if I needed to. But what I find with this Solo-Plus when I'm using a 25-inch wide pad, it's not quite wide enough because this bathtub floor, it's actually just 24-inch wide if you don't include the sidewalls. So yeah, it's a tiny bit tight, but it's good for the Hexamid Solo tarp or tent or pocket tarp. This is a perfect fit for it, and just use a regular 20-inch wide pad or squeeze in a 25-inch and just deal with it. Okay, so there is what it looks like on that side, and there is the tent. So there we go. Now that I've laid in it and flattened it out, you can sort of see it a bit better. You can see it's just attached to the corners. Yeah, and that seems fine. So this would be the bathtub floor to have if you're trying to minimise, absolutely minimise weight. So 89 grams for this floor versus 128 grams for the twin floor, which is only like 30 grams more, or 144 grams for the Solo-Plus poncho. So let's try the Solo-Plus bathtub floor, which is also a poncho. Let's put it inside. See, you can use it as a poncho, and I have, and it's pretty good, except your arms get wet. Okay, that's the Solo-Plus poncho set up. Let's take a look. So here we go, here's the Solo-Plus poncho. Solo-Plus poncho top, bathtub floor I should say. And look, it is a bit wider. So I think it's like 34 inch wide at the end versus, or maybe 30, can't remember actually. So yeah, it's definitely wider, and you can see all of the little extra bits that I have attached like here. So there we go, so that holds the end up a bit, so it stops it flappy jumping around. And then these side bits that I've put to these outside pull-outs, I put some tape, or patch actually, one of those patches you buy from Zpacks with a little loop on it, and then I've attached a mitten hook with some bungee cord, and then another bungee cord and a cinch thingy thing. And then I've put a, actually on this one I don't need it, because actually that is part of the, actually part of the poncho. That's a tie to tie the sides down or wrap it around your body, so that one's actually not necessary. So I've taken that one off and just left that one, which is part of this bathtub floor poncho. And then there's the side thing, sort of sitting up okay. I don't necessarily need to use this top one. And then here we go, here's the other one pulled out. I could possibly swap it for this one, no, it's about the same length. And then you've got your floor, your foot floor, okay, in the corners, and you've got another one of these pull outs. There we go, I've attached that one there now. So, and just like cinched it up a little bit. And that pulls the head end up nicely rather than having it flapping around. So, here we go. Let's have a look how much wider this one is. Yeah, so it's like quite a lot more room. And you've got a little bit there, so you can pull that up. And you can definitely fit a wide pad here. And sometimes you have that up like that. If you did have it up like that, so I've put it up to this one here, so it gives you the world's highest bathtub floor. That must be like 12 or 15 inches high, like a foot high. So we'll look over the side of like the cliff, and then there's some space there that you can put some gear, probably wet gear maybe. Although I tend to not to like put gear there because it just feels really vulnerable. So yeah, so if it's really blowing and windy and stuff like that, you can pull it up like that, and you know, cinch these things up and pull it like high as the Rock of Gibraltar or whatever's high, the Himalayas. It's like the Himalayan mountain range. It's like woo, 5,000, 8,000 meters down the side into the mesh. Okay, so I'm way up this head end. So coming down here, yep, you can pull this thing up again. Keep that bathtub floor nice and high, and gives a bit of room. The thing I don't like about this bathtub floor, and I was never really happy, was it doesn't maximize the like internal space. So, you know, you've got this here, which is, you know, flattened it out, and so you've got some little bit of space, but then you've got no floor, so you need to go like that. Then you've got a little bit of space down there for your gear. Maybe a little bit inside this bathtub floor, but not really, or out there. You know, and it's never really got all this space, but it's not really usable. So that is why I was really keen to get the twin bathtub floor, which is what we're going to try now.
Let's now try the twin bathtub floor.
I think I put it in back to front. So I've put the twin bathtub floor in, and it's sort of good, but like it's really loose over there and really short here. And like that goes right to the edge. That's not very satisfying. And so it's like it's a bit short there, a bit long there. So I think I've put it in back to front. So this is the logo over here, and I think that must go out the front door here. Okay, let's try it out.
So I'm going to swap it round. That's it. That's better.
Okay, you learn by doing, and this is the right way to have it, which makes sense, the logo at the door. So now the fit is much better. So the corners are the right way, distance away. That back piece is good, and then these pieces are good too. So it's like the geometry was wrong. But my goodness me, look at how much space is in here. It's like a palace. This is what I wanted. I wanted a palace to be in the bush, and be able to spread all my stuff out over there. Look at all that. Look at all that room, right up to the edge. Whew. And that one's not too bad. What I'm thinking of doing is attaching this to here and that to there to lift it up a bit, but still get a good flat surface area right up to there, but not have it sort of lipping around there and have water flowing in. So let's try that. So there we go, I've done that. So I've got that coming down there, attaching to that mitten hook, and that mitten hook's there. And so it's pulling it way up to the roof, but if I just like loosen that off a little bit, like that, that's probably pretty good. Maybe I could extend those things. Yeah, I'm still not happy with that, but anyway, it's an option if it's, I could tell you, it's an option if it's really like windy and rainy. I'll just like attach that so it just blocks all the wind and all of the rain and sputter and splashback.
Another random Blue Boy break in here. Smash like if you love this video. Smash subscribe if you want to, because I want you.
But if it's not windy and rainy, then I can just go flat back like that. So look at that. Oh, look at that. I like it. So if I'm over here, look at all that room. All the gear can go there. Yeah, got that corner. And I still might like attach some stuff to here to pull out that head out, so that it sort of doesn't sort of fall down there too far. So overall, I think it's awesome, and I like it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So there we go. Look at that. Heaps of space. Heaps, heaps, heaps. Can't really see anything from this side.
So there you have it. First look at my new twin bathtub floor for my Hexamid Solo-Plus tent, and I love it. Its weight was 128 grams versus 144 grams for the Solo-Plus poncho versus 89 grams for the Solo-Plus bathtub floor, so the weight is definitely worth it. Then the polycryo sheet I had in the other day, it was about 108 grams, so it's like only 20 grams more for the Cuban fibre, which is much more durable and has the side bathtub floors. So that's it. That's my first look. Please smash like if you love it. Please smash subscribe if you want to, because I want you. So I've rolled it back up and left the twin bathtub floor in there. So, and I've also taken off all of the extra bungee cords and cinches and mitten hooks that I don't need, just the minimal amount I have in the four corners of the tent. And then I'm going to weigh it. But when I rolled it up, you can see. Let's do it this way. You can see that it actually did fit. Actually did fit into the stuff that it came with quite easily. And I didn't quite roll it as tight as I just did then before, but it goes into the supplied stuff sack quite nicely. So let's go and weigh it and see what the minimum weight is. Solo-Plus poncho, twin.
here we go. Here's the twin bathtub floor all laid out with a 25-inch wide pad. So that's the pad, the type of pad I normally like to sleep with. And after all my investigation and trying of all sorts of pads, I find that the one I actually need to sleep properly on is a self-inflating ultralight pad like this from Nemo. It's got all these holes in it, so it's sort of extra lightweight. It's only about 650 grams, about 20 ounces or something like that, maybe 22 ounces I think. And it's only 1.5 inches or something like that. But I sleep much better on it than any inflatable pad like the Nemo, like the NeoAir, X-Lite and stuff like that. I just don't sleep well on any inflatable pad. Anyway, so that's a 25-inch wide. So you've got heaps of space over there for your gear. Or if you were just using a 20-inch pad like this one, which is also a self-inflating Nemo pad, only 20-inch wide and tapered, so it's only 400 grams. 405 grams or something like that, which is like 13 or 14 ounces, but it's actually a bit thinner, and it's too thin for me. My hips hurt when I lie on the side. But you can see how much extra room this has got for gear and stuff inside the Hexamid Solo-Plus tent. So the condition of it looks pretty good, and look how it's just sort of sitting up like that. It's quite nice. So it's got quite a nice little bathtub sort of edge there. There's the old logo sitting up. So let's wrap this hush puppy up. Yeah. Let's wrap the tent up too. Boo you. Another random blue boy break in here. Smash like if you love this video. Smash like if you subscribed. Oh, that's not it. Random blue boy break in here. Smash like if you love it. Smash subscribe if you want to, because I want you.